Day 498. So today was my last day of eating. It was also my day to do my long bike ride. And while I had done the majority of the ride before, I kind of discounted the break that I would normally take in the middle of the ride. And I discounted the actual length to go the extra bit to get to where I would have stopped had I done it during the middle of the day. For the first part, right, like I have stopped after about an hour and a half biking, right, and then had an hour and a half of, taking a break to eat lunch. So to turn around and essentially not stop except for lights and pick up my food, it was hard. My feet started hurting about at the point where I crossed the bridge back. And my butt hurt and just kind of general, you've been on the bike a while and it's going to hurt regardless of whatever you take. I did take a couple Advil before starting. And, the only real relief from that is stopping for a little while. So I didn't do that mostly because by the time it started being painful, it also was getting hot, and so I wanted to finish. And so I just kept pushing myself, and I did finish. It just, it was painful at parts to keep going forward. The other thing that I discounted was the extra mileage. I'd even driven it the day before. So like I knew, but you should never take into account what you've driven to be the same as biking it. Because what it really was a long, slow downhill followed by turning around and a long, slow uphill. Not as bad as any of the other hills that I've done, but to add that on top of all the other stuff I was doing, it was just a long bike ride. And I got home, I ate, I finished the whole loop. It took me, I left out at 8:15, got to the restaurant around 11:15, and then I was home by 11:30. So, about 3 hours of solid biking, hard biking, and it crashed. It made me crash. I mean, I had my meal and I had to go lie down for an hour or two because it was just tiring. And then after that, I just kind of laid around the house, had a couple things that I normally have, like some popcorn and my vegetable, which was Brussels sprouts today. So did those types of things, and just kind of finished off the day relaxing because I had such an active morning. So we'll see. I mean, I wasn't that great about the desserts today. I was just kind of using up stuff in my fridge. So I ended up making black bean brownies, which don't turn out too bad. There's definitely a consistency difference. But I mean, it's just like having a bean flour, except it's wet because, yeah, either way. So I did that, and I had probably a little too much ice cream. But otherwise, today went decently. We'll see what I weigh in tomorrow and go from there. Hopefully I can stay at a decent weight and kind of chug out what I did the last round, weight loss wise, and get me closer to my goal. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings.